Maybe we'll see something. Yeah, it looks like we're seeing something swimming there. This looks like it could be a beaver, unless it's a stick moving down the water, but it's like something swimming there, doesn't it? Yeah, there we go. Now that might be a pretty long body there. I don't know if that's I don't know what that is. If it's a beaver or I don't think it's a river otter. Getting a nice little show this morning. This is great. I'm zoomed in as far as I can get with this camera. But we'll see if we can track this critter a little bit. Yes, kind of hard to tell. We couldn't get a good look at the tail there. It's either, I would say, based on the broad side of the head, it's either a muskrat or a beaver. River otters are a little skinnier, but that is oh man, just couldn't see the tail on that. Not quite sure where it's headed here. It's kind of hiding from us in the bushes. Maybe it'll swim back out. It seems to be staying kind of close to shore here. Hopefully we don't lose it. There's a beaver den that's upriver a ways from this, so it could be headed up that way. Yeah, I'm not sure where this is. The muskrats, there it is. Muskrats also have a den near the river camera here, so it could be that. We're getting kind of a blurry picture here just because the light from the camera is reflecting off of the leaves. That reflection off the eyes, whatever this critter is. That looks like a beaver. You can see the paddle tail back there in the water behind it. There it is. That is definitely a beaver. And it's right under the camera right now. So I'm going to have to try to find it again. Boy, this is tricky. And so far I'm not seeing it pop up yet. May have stopped for a break. It's getting a little bit lighter for this camera, so we're able to see a little bit better with the ambient lighting, which is nice. Yeah, I just can't see anything that's close up here. But it may have stopped somewhere else. Maybe it's building a vacation home somewhere. There's something in the water. There we go. So the beaver's looks like it's taking its cache back to where it wanted to be and is coming back down the river. We'll see if we can track it. We might lose it as it kind of comes up right under the camera here, but you can see very clearly the flat paddle tail. And we'll see if we can catch it as it comes around here. It's really tough with this light reflecting off of everything. And especially when you're zoomed in up close. But we'll see if it comes through on the other side here. So if we can see if we can see it popping up here. It's really, there it is. We may lose it here as it goes up on shore. I wonder if it's building something in this little area too. I'm not well educated in the habits of beavers. I don't know if they maintain a few different kind of den sites or not. I know they have one main area that they'll build out, but maybe they have a few different ones they like to build. There it is, coming back at us, I think. See it poking around in there. So if you're just joining us here, I'm James at Dunrovin Ranch, and we're broadcasting our Monday social programming. And right now, we're waiting for the sunrise, which will happen in about half an hour. And while we're doing that, we're taking a look and seeing what we can see down at the river. And we have found a beaver swimming around. But we've lost him for a moment here. They can definitely swim underwater and stay underwater for a while, so this beaver may have decided to move on a little bit. Yeah, question on chat here about something that might have moved by on the river. We had a stick or a snake in the water. Yeah, I've definitely seen some of those here in the light. It's kind of tough when it's dark to tell what's what. We really don't have too many water snakes in Montana, so it would be a little bit unusual to see a snake. Especially this time of year. That water is pretty cold right now. So I believe we're probably looking at grass or twigs. Here's another something moving down the water. So it's probably a stick of some sort. We catch the light reflection off of it, and you know, we don't have too many snakes around here. We did see some nice bull snakes this year around the ranch, which is good. A lot of people mistake them for rattlesnakes, but they do not have a rattle, and they are not poisonous to humans. They can, I think they can bite and clamp on, but they're not poisonous like rattlesnakes. But they eat a lot of mice and take care of a lot of the rodents around the ranch, so we like seeing bull snakes around here. A couple of them I saw were pretty big too. They were well fed. So I haven't seen the beaver pop up for a while. Might zoom out and see if we can catch some motion. I've zoomed it out so that it has a chance to capture a little bit more light. And as the camera catches a little bit more light here, it'll automatically turn to color. There it goes. So now we're seeing a little bit better of our perspective here on the river. We're looking kind of northeast on the river, and over that hill there in the distance is the city of Missoula, about 10-15 miles from us here. And this is the Bitterroot River. It runs from south to north and flows into the Clark Fork River eventually. We were looking at that beaver earlier this morning right in this area here, and it was grabbing some grasses and all kinds of stuff right in this area. But no sign of the beaver right now. Let's see if we can go around to the other side and catch the beaver over there. And now we're looking south along the Bitterroot River. There's something moving in the water. I bet that's the beaver. There we go. Caught him. We'll see if we can track him a little bit closer. It might be a little bit easier with some color here. We don't get any reflection off the eyes, but we definitely can track him a little bit better. And I've run out of distance on the camera here, so I'm gonna have to zoom out. Let's see if he passes by underneath here. Probably gonna be right under the bushes. And we'll have to catch him on the other side here, see if he pops through. Sometimes they like to hug the shoreline, and we've got some trees and bushes in the way there. It makes it kind of tough to find him when he's right underneath the camera. The nice thing about this camera is it can see, it can go straight up and get a chance to view the sky very well, which is kind of the main thing we wanted to do with this camera. But to track the osprey and some of the birds. But the downside is that we've got the pole here that it sits on, and there's the support for it. So you can't see straight down like some of the other cameras can. And I can't seem to find the beaver anymore, so see him back where he was working earlier today. Nothing yet. It's possible that the beaver is grabbing sticks and twigs from right here at the shore and maybe moving back upriver, so hard to know. I'll be going down there at some point and cleaning the camera lens. I don't know if I'll get to it today, maybe tomorrow. See, today's going to be a busy day. I'm going to be in this office most of the day running cameras and setting up for all the fun stuff we've got going on, but I might be able to sneak down to the river and clean that camera, so maybe tomorrow night we can catch the beaver in action again. Anyway, just a beautiful morning here at the ranch. We've got our geese up on the gravel bar up here. Probably a family of geese. We've got the adults and maybe some younger ones. Or maybe they're all adults. I'm not quite sure. I'm definitely not a goose expert. But this is just a beautiful view. As soon as we put this camera up on the river, this became one of the favorite places to zoom in on and check out. Earlier in the year, Suzanne was able to catch a bear swimming across the river to the south. Just barely inside of the camera. But we see all kinds of cool stuff here. The river's definitely come up a lot. This gravel bar was exposed quite a bit not too long ago, just last week even. But with all the rain and everything that we've gotten, it's really come up quite a bit. Thanks for joining us here at Dunrovin. Definitely stay tuned all day. We've got more great stuff going on, and I'm going to go ahead and leave the river camera up here and can enjoy the sunrise with us here this morning. Just a beautiful October day. It's going to be wet today. Probably stop raining here. It'll be kind of drizzling off and on for maybe a few hours, but should be a beautiful day here at the ranch. We've got some horse training coming up. Of course, Ashley will be here shortly for morning feeding. And we've got, stay tuned for Suzanne. I think is it 10 o'clock? She's going to do some bird chat. I'm not sure what she's got cooked up for us today, but she always shares some amazing stories about the birds and some of the wildlife around Dunrovin here. So thanks again for joining us. I'm going to leave the river cam up here for a little bit and enjoy the sights and sounds of the Bitterroot River. And I'll be back with you shortly. See you soon.